punitive damages. Okay.
Breaking news just seconds ago, a verdict was read in a Russian courtroom for the American Brittney Griner, the WNBA superstar held in Moscow since February, found guilty of drug possession and sentenced to 9 years in a Russian prison. The prosecutor...
No, not just possession, smuggling. She was found guilty of drug possession and smuggling. And hit with a fucking 9-year sentence for what you might add, for what you might ask, for having a fucking vape pen and 0.8 grams. 0.8. So just want to fucking mention to all the psychos before we cover this. If you're going to run here and try to demand that or try to tell me that this is justice served or whatever, I'm gonna keep it real with you. You're a psycho, and I will ban you. Drawing Hasan.
Go on forever. Oh, Hasan! I should draw Hasan. He's really fun to draw.
Uh-oh. My head already is small. Oh, come on. Oh, my God. I knew this was coming. Oh, why you gotta do me like...
Wait, okay, I'm just gonna drink. Just trying to draw him buff. This will go on for...
God damn it. Even as a chibi, I can't get fucking a normal size head. What is this? Anyway, as I was saying, Brittney Griner is a political prisoner. Make no mistake. It doesn't matter if you think that because she's like a black lesbian woman or she looks weird or whatever the fuck, that she deserves to be in prison. None of, it doesn't matter how you feel about it. The reality is that she is a political prisoner. Okay? Straight up. Looks weird. She's fucking hot as fuck. Okay, this doesn't matter. None of that matters. Whether you find her looking hot as fuck or not doesn't matter. Shut the fuck up, chatters. Okay? Shut the fuck up. Y'all are being just as weird as the fucking weirdos who come in here. I banned someone earlier this morning who was like, Brittney Griner has an Adam's apple. Trying to be like she's trans, which is fucking insane. It's like, bro, are you stupid? She's not. But even if she was, who fucking cares? What difference does that make? Now, this had to happen for the prisoner swap to happen, basically. That she had to have been found guilty and, she had to have been found guilty, so this is a normal part of the process. But like I said, there is nothing. There is this is happening exclusively because, sorry, it's not an ADHD moment. I had delivery. Do you know who the Russians will want in exchange? Yes, his name is Victor Bout. And because Victor Bout is such a fucking big ask for the Americans to give up, that the Americans aren't just going to take Brittney Griner. They're going to ask for, they're also going to ask for Paul Whelan, who is a American spy. Or, sorry, I shouldn't have said American spy. He's a passport enthusiast who happened to have a bag of unmarked bills up to $100,000 and also a USB drive with compromising information on it that he received from an FSB agent. Not a spy, just a world traveler, famously. Just loves to travel the world and has multiple citizenships and multiple passports. Not a spy. Dude, it was a wedding gift. Exactly. Sorry. Which one? The FSB USB or the FSB hard drive or the 100,000 in unmarked bills? So, anyway, regardless, he's just surprised that spy wasn't executed. My friend, Russia only executes their own fucking people overseas. They don't execute other people like that unless they're like, you know, in Syria or some shit. What do you mean? Americans always think like, oh, well, you know, we just kill like the terror cells or like spies and shit. Like, no, that's not how that works. Foreign spies are bargaining chips. Yeah, the only people who are allowed to execute Americans are our allies, okay? Saudi Arabia. So they nabbed Paul Whelan, and they were gonna trade. They were gonna trade up because Brittney Griner is like, is just a big man, and what America needed was a shooter. So they were like, let's get a point guard in there as well for the trade, because Paul Whelan is like, I mean, Mark Boot. Is that his name? Mark Boot? Whatever. Victor Boot. The fucking the Lord of War, Nicolas Cage Lord of War. That guy is like a very big get. He's a big weapon smuggler. And America hates that when someone else is doing weapon smuggling and directly competing with them. So, that's what they're going to swap for.
Had asked for 9.5 years. The judge is ceding to that demand, 9 years in a Russian prison. She's got 10 days to appeal this case, of course, having become an international flashpoint between Russia, the U.S. at the
What's the typical sentence time of cannabis oil in Russia? We looked it up before. If you had that level of weed on you and like a cop stopped you in Russia, I think like it doesn't even carry a sentence like that. No, it's not 30 years. No. It's like 3 months or some shit. Depending on where you are, but it's like very, very low. Here. Cannabis in Russia is illegal. Possession of up to 6 grams is an administrative offense punishable by a fine or detention of 15 days. I was wrong. I said 30 days, I think. It's 15 days. Up to 6 grams. Whose bright idea was it on the WNBA board to go to Russia? I don't know. Do you know anything about the fucking WNBA? They all go to Russia because they make way more money in fucking Russia and in Europe. The fuck are you talking about? Half the reason why those people go to Russia and all of these other countries is because they have summer leagues where they can play and make a fuckload of money there. Like, way more than they normally make in America. And part of the reason why they have fat contracts like that, is so that they can do a little bit of, diplomacy, good nature, goodwill. Look, we have Americans playing in our fucking leagues. It's great. Okay? And also sometimes they will just kidnap one of the stars so they can use her as a bargaining chip. WNBA top players make like $300K a year. 3 months in Russia or China can make top players an easy $300 million. Yeah. Should the U.S. exchange deal with the arms dealer? Yeah, fuck yeah, 100%. I said this before. Bro, I need you guys to understand something. No, not 300 million, 3 million. I think I misread it. 3 million, not 300 million. 3 million. Isn't 300K enough? Dude, what the fuck do you mean? Bro, let's say you're one of the best basketball players on the fucking planet. Okay, woman, man, doesn't matter. right? And you're getting paid $300K a year, and then you have the opportunity to make $3 million from one summer fucking league. Why would you not take that? Shut the fuck up with your dumb, fucking, idiotic, small-brained, like, anarchist attitude here. 300K enough? What's it to you? Don't do it, BB. I'm doing it. Fuck you. I hate these motherfuckers so much. Look at this guy says greedy. Greedy. Dude, are you fucking stupid? Let's say you're a fucking fry cook, okay? Let's say you work at McDonald's and you're working for $7.25 an hour, okay? Let's say there's another fucking McDonald's or a McDonald's adjacent new restaurant that opens up and they say, hey, you can come work for us on your off time when you're not working at McDonald's and we'll give you $25 an hour. Why the fuck wouldn't you take that? You fucking idiot. What the fuck is wrong with you? That's not greed. It's just being a normal human being with a brain. So-called left is not, by the way, not even understand the value of labor. It doesn't matter. 300K isn't 750. You are mistaken. That's why I reduced it down to $25 an hour from $7.25. I am bringing down the barriers to something that even your unwanted loser fucking ass can understand. Okay? I am doing the nice thing here and trying to describe to an entire community of fucking neets who have never worked a day in their lives the value. Okay? And I'm trying to use an example from maybe the past. You know, maybe the last time you actually accidentally worked because you wanted to buy a bicycle or something. That's why I changed it on you. You've never worked and you never will work, especially if you're making idiotic arguments like this, which is why I'm trying to, you know, reduce the numbers down to a number that you will understand. Okay? Because the last time you worked was when you were 14 and your dad, who left you, forced you to go work at a fucking, minimum wage job over the summer so you could buy a bicycle. Okay? You tried making it simpler, but you ended up just hurting my feelings. Okay, well, if you're not chiming in here and being like, dog, if you're making 300K, why do you need more money? Like, it's not like they're asking her to fucking murder babies on the side for $3 million. They're saying, hey, you're getting paid 300K to play basketball here. We're going to give you $3 million to play basketball here. Why wouldn't you do more basketball for more money? You fucking dumbass. Okay? Some of you are so fucking permanently cucked. Some of you are so permanently brain cucked. Okay? That it is deeply frustrating that, like, that level of, like, being cucked unironically translates to you getting fucked over in your jobs. Okay? Because the here is not Russia. Do you not get that? The fuck do you mean? Says the streamer Lemafeo, 15-month subscriber. Let's see. Let's see the incredible takes here. Because the here is not Russia. You're not going to go fucking play in Russia? What the fuck's wrong with you? She didn't know that Russia was going to invade Ukraine, dumbass. What do you mean? Or China. Depends. Is the McDonald's in fucking Russia? So you're just, wait, so what's up? Like, you're just like, you're just anti-Russia. Is that it? You're literally saying, like, I have no perspective. I just think that Russia sucks. And that if you make money doing the same thing in Russia, but a lot more, you shouldn't do it. That's it, right? That's your take? Okay, got it. Really good contribution to the fucking conversation, dumb bitch. Meanwhile, like, American players are playing in America in a league fucking half the time sponsored by, you know, the American military. I love when people are like, I'm a leftist, but also one of the values is that I'm just anti-China, anti-Russia, anti-whoever the fuck the American State Department has told me is wrong. Like, these countries, of course, do fucking awful shit. And no, it doesn't justify Saudi sports washing, because I'm not talking about going to Russia after Russia invaded Ukraine. Fuck. She didn't know Russia was going to fucking invade Ukraine. She literally went there to play just like she normally does. And then Russia invaded Ukraine and was like, now we have a fucking prisoner for a prison swap. And half of you dumbasses literally are just like so fucking stupid that you can't comprehend what's going on in front of your fucking eyes. Jesus Christ. Are you sure? How do you know she didn't know that? No, I heard that Brittney Griner actually went to Russia specifically because they were going to invade Ukraine. That's what I heard. And it's like a bullshit fucking law. Bullshit. It's not real. It's like a bullshit consideration that she has to fucking make now. Being used as a fucking pawn.
Moment that the Russian forces invaded Ukraine, and now there are ongoing prisoner swap conversations between Russia and the U.S. We see Brittney Griner there in the docks in that Russian courtroom where she has been this morning.
This chat just hates black women. Holy fuck. No, last time we had this conversation, there was a lot of just like, fuck her, she deserves it. Right now, this chat is doing something different. They're showcasing their lack of interest in the life and livelihood of a black woman, while simultaneously showing what their true passion is, which is not being racist necessarily, but to just do debates for no reason. Oh, also, leftism equals being poor. That's the number one advocacy. Yeah, she's been playing in Russia during the offseason since 2014. She had no reason to think this time would be any different. Anyone blaming her is just an idiot. Exactly. But the problem is there are a lot of idiots in the chat. Okay. half the chat is literally on more drugs than Brittney Griner as they're typing about how she deserves the 9 years prison sentence that Russia gave her, specifically so that they can use her as a pawn in this prisoner swap, by the way.
She briefly addressed the court this morning, apologizing.
No, I would call it racist still. The goalpost shifted from she deserved it for bringing weed to she makes enough money, she should have stayed in the U.S. Yeah, that's the funniest fucking take, which is like, I'm pocket watching a political prisoner. Yeah, dude, they should kill her, actually. Good take, man. You really got it. How dare she go and make more money doing the same fucking thing in Russia like she's been doing since 2014 without ever thinking that there was going to be any insane fucking situation like this. Oh. People are actually defending her imprisonment. What the absolute fuck? No, people are just brain broken, okay? Russia is literally using her as leverage, and people are refusing to recognize it for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know what it is.
Saying it was not her intent to bring drugs into the Russian territory. Let's play a little bit of that.
I made an honest mistake, and I hope.
Yeah, leftism is when you murder everyone that made over $100,000 last year. That's true leftism, okay? Leftism is when you live in a nice little fucking Connecticut suburban home with your rich ass fucking family and type away on the internet about how you need to execute people who make more than $100,000 because they are counter-revolutionary forces at play. You know what I mean? Half the fucking chat, dude, you're like 14. You learned leftism from fucking memes on the internet and you think it's about like, killing the rich. Like no fucking material understanding. No comprehension whatsoever. You're not even close to fucking organizing, okay? You just saw eat the rich memes on TikTok and that's it. That's all you got. Which is kind of funny because half the fucking neoliberals and half the fucking reactionaries unironically point to me and say, you're the reason why so many people have this attitude. Meanwhile, they're the ones who, can complete that fucking meme cycle. Jesus Christ.
That in your ruling, that it doesn't end my life here. I know everybody keeps talking about political pawn and politics, but I hope that is far from this courtroom.
Brittney Griner moments ago. She has now been sentenced officially by a Russian judge, 9 years in prison. I want to turn to our senior international correspondent, Keir Simmons, who's with me here in New York. You've obviously covered Russia extensively. Tell us about this trial, this proceeding. What comes next?
Well, devastating news for Brittney Griner, her family.
Dude, that's awesome. Thanks, dude. Thanks for being transphobic to like a political prisoner that's like stuck in Russia for 9. Thanks for looking at a person that the Russian government has decided to use as a political pawn and going, how do I turn this on to trans people and just be transphobic for no reason? Motherfuckers see someone getting shot in the head and go, how can I make this about trans people real quick? It's also wild because no, she's not trans. The problem is, well, there's a lot of problems. But the issue is with turf brain is when you're fucking so obsessed with trans people, you start seeing shapes everywhere. Okay? You literally point to cis women and go, that's a trans woman.
Of course, the maximum sentence that she could have received, Savannah, was 10 years. As you mentioned, the prosecution asked for 9.5 years. We just heard just moments ago the judge announced that it would be at 9 years and a 1 million ruble fine, which is just over $16,000. As you mentioned, she's been told that she can appeal in 10 days' time. But as we heard the judge, and you saw her sitting in that cage there, she had to stand when the actual decision was announced. But you saw her most of the time sitting there, as you see now, her translator there with the short hair and the tie next to her to translate this hearing, this sentencing by the judge. She went through all of the evidence. What she crucially said was that she would find Brittney Griner guilty of conscious smuggling and possession. Now, as you know, Brittney Griner had argued that it was a mistake, that this vape pen was in her luggage, that she didn't mean to bring it, that she understood it was illegal in Russia. Clearly what the judge here has decided.
It's like her medical cannabis too. It's her fucking medical cannabis. Like that she has. Oh, it's like a vape pen. One vape pen, chat. One vape pen, 9 years. You're fucking crazy. Anyone who thinks that this is anything but a political strategy applied by Russia to do a prisoner swap is out of their fucking minds. Probably thinks I'm not going to run the top of the hour ad break at 3. And they probably even think that they can avoid seeing the ads without subscribing for $5 or for free with a Twitch Prime by connecting your Amazon Prime account to their Twitch account to get an uninterrupted ad-free broadcasting experience. And I'm here to tell you that that's not the case. Okay? I'm here to tell you that at the top of the hour, there is a 6-second ad break. And if you no longer want to see those ads, you have to subscribe for $5 or for free with a Twitch Prime. Or, if you're lucky, you get gifted a sub. Aloha from Maui. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Allowing 5 people to no longer see the ads. You know what I'm saying? Here's the 1-minute ad break now.
Decided in Russia is that it wasn't a mistake, that she knew what she was doing, and she has sentenced her to 9.5 years in prison.
In point of fact, Brittney Griner had pleaded guilty to the charges, but in this lengthy statement and through her lawyers had argued she...
I've made this argument multiple times, but chuds here in Texas harp on, you need to follow that country's laws. But you were in freedom America now, yee. Yeah, well, America's not exactly the land of the free either, considering that we house 25% of the entire world's incarcerated population. So they're fucking brain broken from the jump. So I don't know why you're, wasting time arguing with absolute fucking monsters. You know what I mean? They're basically oinking at you, and you're still trying to comprehend English out of their fucking piglet mouths. It's great. Evo1, thank you for the 5 get the subs. Someone said, you make politics actually interesting. Thank you. No, thank you for watching.
Didn't do it intentionally. That is an argument the judge has clearly rejected.
Yeah. Brittney Griner almost got the same sentence as like a cannibal murder guy in Russia. This isn't political. People are just scared of marijuana. That's not true. That's literally not true. There's a 15-day fine for up to 6 grams. 15-day and a fine. Shut the fuck up. Shut 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 up.
The backlash to the Supreme Court's decision to throw out Roe v. Wade has taken on new shapes. One day after Kansas voters rejected a measure to remove